Alright, so to the Mickey Mouse crew. Right, okay, so here's what I did this morning. Apparently, I work in an area of New York called the New York Sports Athletics Club. Right. They have a real racket. RACKET. I own something that used to look like Hollywood Squares on the game show where nobody could see one another and you ask them questions and they have to give you the right answer to the best of their ability. And that was wonderful. Yeah, humans used to be that way. In a perfect square with little squares inside of the larger square. Yes, a square, right. Okay, I can't do it with just one hand. That's half of a right. Okay, anyway, that is a human knuckle left, like right angle. Right, left, right angle on a knuckle. There you are. That's what that one is. So anyway, I used to have those Hollywood Squares until the humans, stupid as they are, got mad at a Hitler's name for some Polish Warsaw name and Auschwitz and getting the wrong Hitler. Not the right family, stupids. But I know you have different flavors of stupid in this version of whatever you wake up in. So I am trying not to target anyone in specifics, but you all know what level of stupid you are in this New York Athletic Sports Club that kept me from where I needed to be from day one in 1978 and before. And trust me, it's been recorded on your behalf of just how stupid your family before you was, in that we have to keep accurate Mickey Mouse records and sticker your files properly for this one. So now my perfect Hollywood Square, where they worked so well to answer questions for my one purpose, when I needed to put squirrelies in a nut house that made sense, right? Now it looks like a hopscotch. HOPSC Scotch. OTCH. That does not have anything to do with the Scotch tape file. That's something totally different. The Hollywood Squares is the way it's supposed to look, walking one day to the next, to the next, and it's a beautiful symmetry all the way down. Not this hopscotch where it's a 1, then it's a 2, then it's a 1, then it's a 2, then it's a 1. It's like blinking on and off lights. I don't need this. I push the buttons and the things work usually. Why is it I'm all area like Stupidville and things are changing today? Linda says, in this version of Stupidville that I woke up in, Linda says that the tuition she gave Benjamin, oh, he's going to Nicole+LAUS College. Yeah, really? NCC? Yeah, oh my gosh, that is a very little college. The Harvard-type people who think they're very upper echelon. Look at my son and myself for going to such a place as I went as a nurse. He's going as a police officer. So they look, a law enforcement officer, I'm sorry. They look at us like we are the farmers with shit on their boots and going through on their white carpets with not caring about leaving anything behind on their, I don't give a shit about the shit on your carpet. Right, that's what they look at us like. Why is that, stupids? I don't get it. What makes the stupid Harvard, so upper echelon and the community college so shit on your boots and walking through on someone else's white carpet and they look at you like, what are you doing here? Yeah, we look at you the same way because Benjamin's from God and the rest of you are not. So why would you be looking at him that way? I don't get it. Not that it matters to any of us. I'm just pointing it out to the gods elsewhere. Okay, so here is Alexander has the same problem. Oh my god, it's just like, oh Jesus Christ, what the fuck am I walking into? I know. EMELDOMARCOS' father, right, the Mr. Right. Now, when I say these words, these are my words. They never relate to any of you. So don't think, I know there was some kind of shoe lady. I'm the shoe cat lady. I know, yeah, you humans, I had to Mickey sticker and then make my files something I could remember in this very long version of the slugger was Alexander. He's the Immaculate Conception. Mr. EMELDOMARCOS is the one that was supposed to be the one, the look of the mark, but the Gary guy, right? The guy looks like Leif Erickson. Yeah, him. Okay, he's got a couple of like characters in my entire like hopscotch kind of a life with some scotch tape trying to make this thing like really memorable for you idiots to fix elsewhere so you don't kill everybody while I'm walking human and forgotten about. Anyway, so Linda wakes up this morning. She works at this funny factory called Merrill Lynch, MERRILLYNCH. They are a really whatever in the Michael Douglas version of we make money by selling other people's children to criminals elsewhere, and we have no idea. We think that we're like rock stars of some sort, and we're like, yeah, no, nobody loves you where I come from. You cause hopscotch and scotch tape and making God's life very difficult. All right, so anyway, that's where she works as customer service because she's in the consumer industry, and that's why she is as bloated as Jonas's whale. And you cannot harpoon her and let the air out. It doesn't work that way in human biology. So anyway, she wrote a check for Benjamin. Benjamin thought he took a photo of it on his phone, thought he used your fancy technology of give everybody cancer with nuclear waste in their hands. A Palm library was such a great... No, it wasn't. Don't ever say that in my presence. Okay, so, right, the check never got to the tuition for the lower college that Benjamin and I go to in farmer's boots with shit on them on somebody else's white carpet. Right, so he needed Grandma to write a new check, so Grandma wrote a new check. I walk all the way down to the Mickey Mouse mailbox, and Linda confirms where it is, because I haven't seen any, and then I get there, and there is a very handsome, and he's got tattoos on his forearm, officer on a horse. Imagine that. I had no idea he was going to be there. And then I asked him, he was standing right in front of, go figure, the mailboxes used to be right where he was standing. I didn't want to take his picture because I knew that he's in uniform and they'd get mad at that. Whatever. So he's though at his upper, like he could see over the hedges, right? Noticed that the mailbox is actually in front of the building, because the building's on the corner. It's on the other corner. Yeah, don't ask me north, south, east, west. This is like a 360-degree clusterfuck. So, the guy with the horse is where the mailboxes used to be. About, I don't know, maybe a month ago, 2 months ago, whatever. I don't really watch it that closely. And now, the mailboxes are moved to the other street. So I took a parking meter, which should be a New York City database of where that register and numbers work. Then I have I took a picture of the actual U.S. Postal, like the mailboxy, showing you how it's in front of the building, just on the other side, because I don't know Hollywood Square Scotch tape and the hopscotch box department. They can put that together for the stupids everywhere that are like, no, how is that possible? Yeah, no, she's crazy. Yeah, I am crazy, except when you realize that you are like interdimensionally Alzheimer's and you don't know it, and I do, so shut the fuck up. Right, so then I went over to the 111 NYPD precinct, and they have this really great banner outside that scared the fuck out of me because it says 1845. NICKLAUS, that is not like we're seeing each other at age 45, is it? Because I'm going to be really fucking pissed. Underneath it was year 2020. On the top it said 175. Whenever I see a 5, I think Korean. It makes me very, like, nervous. They like to steal a lot, and usually they go with the number 5 and 6. So, I then, just for shits and giggles, I noticed there's a glassware department on the corner. It's called Han, H-A-N, H-A-N. Nicklaus, that sounds German. And then it's Kook. But it's not the way we spell cock in, like, London, like the cockheads and the cocksuckers, like Elizabeth's penis and dipshit heads, right? No, not that one. That's C-O-C-K. The Korean one is K-O-O-K. Oh my goodness, and it has some fancy symbols. I thought I would take a picture and put it on Instagram so you could rerun the symbols, make sure that they're lining up with the vernacular from the Hollywood squares that cause the hopscotch. I also found, look at me, I'm like rock star, superstar, and Mickey Mouse things. The Worry Bank. Yeah, that's how the Japanese spell it. But then I think they said that was Korean. They can't get their story straight. It's W-O-O-R-I. They call it American, but they're not American. But they keep claiming they are. So somewhere in that funny symbols from elsewhere, because they made up a whole nother language just to come to America. Imagine that, like we wanted them. I have their symbols. I figured I'd send that on through Instagrammy, and you could just take those and run those through the cataloging system that they stole out of my extraterrestrial, like, visit into humans. I also found a foot spa, cause it's Footza. It is Footza. Mine Footza. Right, well, they made a foot spa, F-O-O-T-S-P-A. I got their funny symbols, and do you know what's below it? You would never guess. 2 pandas. It's called Pandemonium. No, actually, it's Panda Garden, but I live in the Garden of Eden, and it's looking like Pandemonium. So, that has some funny symbols. Only 2, and 2 pandas. Go figure. I took some pictures of that. I'll send over. I also noticed just across the street from the little banner of the 175 on the yay for the NYPD being 175. Not that anyone currently works there is that old, but whatever. There is a street sign change. It says Soul Skin. Is that the Korean version of foreskin? Because that's what it looks like to me, like a circumcised foreskin. It's S-O-L-S-K-I-N. It's pretty gross. I don't know who would approve that at NYPD and, like, NYC things. I mean, nobody ever asks my opinion of anything, but whatever. I'm just making notice of this for the hopscotch scotch tape and the Hollywood squares, because the other thing is, there used to be this thing I know the Asians loved in their flappers that they think that they're getting somewhere. The flying monkey account, and they eat cats. Actually, what they really do is they chop me up and take my fingers and my toes and all my body parts, and then they use them like, right, it's really fucking gross where they come from. Anyway, I have, Press Your Luck is what they used to love. P-R-E-S-S-Y-O-U-R-L-U-C-K. It would be, you stood there, and there was this red thing underneath. They stick with their hands like this, and they'd watch the thing, and it'd go ding, 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 ding. It was like a casino, and ding, 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 and then you have to go poop, and then it would stop. And then you go, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy. Right, whammy. W-H-A-M-Y. Right, and it's N-O on that one. So that's the game they like to play. I don't do that with humanity, but apparently hopscotch, that's how we got it, is no whammy, no whammy, no whammy. They think they are masters of some universe that they don't understand the science and the biology behind it, and they are really arrogant and obnoxious and don't fucking listen and then hide in all the weirdest ways. So that's what the paranormal department does for their stupids everywhere that doesn't understand and calls us retarded or crazy. Right, yeah, okay, you keep thinking that's too bad. Let's see, and then there is the Wheel of Fortune. That is where you stand and you have a big circle and the gambling casino pushes it and you have to wait for it to stop on a number, and then you ask Vanna White, V-A-N-N-A-W-H-I-T-E, to go up and push a light button, and it illuminates with one letter at a time. Oh, it is the super sluggish snail space that this life has been working on, which is why we went from perfect Hollywood Square to stupid hopscotch because of Asians. Anyway. Here we are. Then we have the Price is Right. We do. Oh fuck. PRICEISRIGHT. That stupid game show in the New York televising broadcast was you would look behind the curtain if they pulled your name out and you come running down and you're so excited you're winning something and they go, and what is this? And then they'd have like different games and you'd have to guess. Why would you run humanity on game show guessing games called The Price is Right? And let's make a deal. That's another one, you stupids. That's how you run things, which is why I got Hollywood perfect squares of one question, tell me the best of your ability, like a police job, right? Detective, right? Yeah, that one. Right, that was a good one. And then we went to hopscotch with The Price is Right and the Wheel of Fortune for only one. And it's like, oh, God, you really do make a fucking mess of things after we made it just perfect. Luckily for me, I have something called a tennis racket. TENNISRACKET in this New York sports club. It has a mesh at the top. It looks like a fly swatter, like a very large professional one. FLYSWATTER. The men at the sports clubs that like really go to the sports clubs, right? They play this game, Michael Douglas, like he did in the movie The Squash. SQUASH. I don't know. I eat it. It's a vegetable, but whatever. They play funny games. So, right, they're the useless Wall Streeters, right, that do nothing but create hopscotch and scotch tape and then, like, laugh at all of the rest of us trying to play Hollywood Square detective, putting the world back into some form of an order while they grow it more dangerous with the Koreans. So let's see, we've got the squash right there. I call it the squash club, that we don't do squat club, right? They do squats, like with the lifting the weights, but they don't do squat to help the rest of us. They just grow everything really dangerous. Yeah, and that's like your 1 minute news update for Bayside this morning. Right, what is today? Today is the May 27th, 2020, and it is currently, what, 10:47 a.m.? Oh, right, that's a weather report. That's right, we at her. Yeah, there's their weather report. The W-E, we, A-T, at her, H-E-R. Because you never came to get her. TOGETHER. What happened? The weather's asking what would the together. I mean, we are apart the whole time. Where is the together part that I came for? Just curious.